So what is the global keyword in Python? Let's say we have this example. We have a variable here named user input, and then we have a function. This function takes the input of the user and then assigns it to the variable. So let's try this. Change user input and then print the variable user. Get it like correctly. Then let's run. Is in the word, let's say hello. And then based on what we see here, we're expecting that what will be printed out here will be what we input, since we're directly assigning to the variable. So let's try it. But it actually doesn't work. Why is that? Let me actually explain the difference between global and function scope. So basically, this is the global scope. Global scope is anything that's not enclosed in a function or a class. So this is a global scope since it's not inside the function. But this is a function scope, inside the function scope, because it's inside the function. So why is this important? Well, what Python does is it first looks at the global variables. It looks at the global scope. So at this, okay, user input is an empty string. But once it goes here, it actually forgets anything that's outside the function. So it forgets this. It forgets that this actually exists, that it's outside the function. So it takes the input of the user. Since it doesn't know, or it forgets that this exists, it thinks that this is a new variable. So it creates a new variable instead of using the original variable. So how do we fix this? To fix this, we can just use the global keyword. We can use global, and then the name of the variable, which is the user input. And let's run this to see it works. Say hello. It works. It actually prints out what we type. So why is this the case? Well, what this global keyword does is it tells Python, okay Python, I want you to remember this variable. I don't want you to forget it. Even if it's not inside the function, I want you to remember this. So since Python remembers this variable, when it receives the input and then assigns it to user input, it doesn't create a new variable. It uses the original variable since it remembers the variable on the outside scope. So let's try this again. Just input a word, say hello, but without this start hello, it doesn't change the original variable. So that's the power of global keyword. But I don't recommend using it. It's very unpredictable, especially if you have a large code base. And you generally don't want functions to be able to change outside variables like that. It's very unusual and it's not really a good idea to do that. But if you're just using this in small programs, small projects and stuff like that, it's probably not that big for din. And yeah, hope you learned something with it. That's about it. See ya.